force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor in the trenches like a war. If they want to give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Soldier Field. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Fields going to throw on the first play. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
First carry now for David Montgomery. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Great first drive defensively. Third and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Running for it, Montgomery. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and inches, Brady. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Roquan Smith.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Fields. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And Rudolph has it left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Brady to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. His throw incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. Again, it's Brady. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs trying on 4th down but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. On first down, it's Fields. And again, back to Kmet. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. The CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play, and of course he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Brady's throw taken in by Miller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He completes this to Russell Gage.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route.
Touchdown! Russell Gage, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, Brady. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Brady's throw there complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They get
15 back, but it leads now to a third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
To throw is Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Back to throw. Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Brady to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now Brady got to have this one. It's incomplete. Took a shot,